Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. If y'all been watching us here at THP for the last couple years, y'all know by now that we like to hunt deer from the ground. And on today's video, we're going to show you our top 5 big buck kills from the ground. So we're going to jump to that stuff here in just a second. But tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we're getting ready to head down to Texas. Join up Ranch Fair again, try to shoot some more pigs. Me, Hayden, Jake, and Ted are all making the road trip down there with our bows. We need to dust the bows off. It's been a while since we've shot anything, so we had a blast down there last year with Troy, so should be pretty fun. Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll catch you later.
Got a buck spotted. Really nice buck.
I'd imagine he's gonna bed down soon. It's getting pretty late in the morning, and he's got the corn and the wind at his back. So if he stays in this buffer strip, the wind's supposed to pick up today to about 15 miles an hour. And I think we could just sneak up that buffer strip and maybe try to shoot him out of his bed. Alright, well, we're just sneaking up here to look around this corner to see if we could get eyes back on that hard-antlered buck. And when I got up on this rock pile behind me, I could look down in that canola and I could see that little buck that was up by the road and the same buck that was with that hard-antlered buck this morning. We were sitting there glassing that little buck, and all of a sudden he must have got too close to that bigger one and made him stand up. And it's not the hard-antlered buck, but it's that velvet buck that was with him this morning. And we think he bedded back down out there. He stood up and we could just see his antlers, and now he disappeared again. Wind just started to pick up quite a bit. Buck got up on his feet. I don't know if that's by coincidence or if that had something to do with it, but he's walking quite a bit. Maybe get ready here, but just make sure you're gonna have enough cover if he does come in. Yep, he's gonna come out. Yeah, he's still coming. He's just moving real slow. It's like 2:50, and he just got up and was feeding along the edge of the corn. He walked about 20-30 yards our way. He was just following the edge. I thought he might just come up and walk right down the edge. But he eventually went back out in the canola. I'd imagine he's going to bed back down. It's still really early. I think for the sake of footage and for the sake of killing him, we're both going to move up. Grant's going to get in the corn, and then I'm going to be sitting right next to Grant probably, or maybe up a little bit in front of him. He's been back in here all day, hasn't been messed with. He's been on his feet a bunch of times, so he should feel comfortable. As long as our wind doesn't swirl and kick towards him a little bit, I think we might get a chance at him. Go down. Yep. I wasn't shaking at all when I shot him, but now I can't stop. But it was so cool from my perspective because I was just sitting down, and I mean, I would just get high enough where I could see the tips of his antlers, and I knew like he can't see me. Got low, drew my bow straight down towards the ground, and then I just pinned it. And as soon as he got right here, I rose up. And he looked the other way as soon as I started rising. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was looking at me. But then I looked at him, I realized he was looking the opposite way. And he must have been somewhere right in there. It felt good.
Oh my. Man.
Nice.
He's bigger than I thought.
He's bigger. I mean, it's funny because we just sat there and watched him like 7 or 8 hours today. Like, yeah, that's a really nice buck. We're pretty lucky. Like, that was an awesome day. Like, that was a lot of fun.
I definitely learned a lot just about how they move in the daytime.
Mm-hmm. Got to get in that bubble with them.
Yeah, I mean, we were inside 80 yards all day, I'd say.
But that's like that other big buck that we've been hunting for the last week.
But this one was just in a better spot to kill him.
Yep. It's just fun to get tight to mature bucks in their beds.
He's big. He's walking that same path that first one did. We need to set up right down there. They're cutting the trails down there instead of up here. Yeah, it's about 2:30 right now, and me and Jake watched 2 bucks walk this same trail right down here, cutting across this cove from the stand. And our stand is probably 50, 60 yards up this ridge. First one walked through here, and we didn't make a move, and then another one walked through here, and he was a pretty good one. So we just decided to set up on the ground right here. I made this little ground blind just out of deadfall and stuff, whatever I could find, and put some grass up here and stuff. Hopefully by the end of the night something will come through and do the same thing. I mean, it seems like they're crossing doe trails more down here at the head of this cove. So Jake's about 10 yards behind me, sitting in his green flannel up against a dead stump, but he blends in pretty good. So hopefully if something comes out here, we don't get spotted. Shoot him, Ted. He's gonna get our wind.
All right.
Where's he at, Ted? Can you see him still? Oh my gosh. I hope I shot him good, dude. Look at where he's sitting. I made a little fort. It worked perfect. Worked perfect. What the hell? Oh. Holy cow, Ted. It's just, we were talking about it last night, like if we were gonna find this thing, how crazy it is that this thing's lived, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 rifle seasons here, and like
yeah,
the
that's
stuff
the thing that we were talking about is rifle season.
The stuff that this deer's seen, and then to come by us last night at 20 yards on the ground in a little makeshift blind, and Ted just
sitting on the ground, starting to make that blind. Like, I mean, I was totally confident in it.
Yeah.
But now that I look at it, it's like, holy crap, that's really open. But
that's why I kept telling Moore, wait till you see where we were set up.
yeah.
Get him tagged up. Get him tagged up. Oh my gosh, Ted.
Let's drag him down to the boat, boys.
See him still?
Yeah, he's bedded. He's not very far down in here, so we gotta make sure we're being real careful.
You basically just look at the base of that cottonwood,
and you'll see his antlers.
This dead tree right here on this edge, there's also a log right here, and I would say that log's about 40, 50, 60 yards from him. We gotta do our dang best to try to remember that tree. But anytime we're close to those 3 things, we know we're close to that one tree. So I might take a picture even of this situation. He's right in line with that dead tree about now. I think we're probably okay if we can get down like right there and just scoot right up this edge. See this bush? Can we like stop there in class? I gotta pee and stuff.
Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. He's up. Get down. Headed back down, facing the other way. That's what we need.
All right, we've got up here pretty dang close. I think that's the tree that he's under right in front of us. Probably like 30 yards away, but I think we need to try to get another 5 or 10. Don't move, try to get up to that next tree. Oh, he's right here, he's right here, he's 20 yards. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Do you see him? Jake, do you see him? Can I draw? Can you see his vitals, Jake? Don't let him see you. Got him, Jake. Jacob. He's running right here. He's right there. He's going down. Jacob! Woo! Are you kidding me? Yes! Dude, are you kidding me? I love bow hunting on the ground, dude. Like that's why we do it, man.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh my.
Whatever, son. Look at that buck, dude.
That is a giant 8.
Holy cow. Look
Giant.
at that. Yeah, that's what we were looking for, bud.
So crazy. Found him.
I was more than happy to chase that other buck, but deep down in my gut, I was like, there's a bigger buck in here and he's doing something different than those other bucks. I just had a deep gut feeling about it. Unreal, man.
Just got the decoy set up here. We just popped out of the corner of the timber. There's a bunch of fresh rubs and scrapes on the way in. Got this long open ridge here. That's why I wanted to come back in here. It's got great visibility for 200 yards in that direction. Another 100 to 150 back in this direction. We're kind of set up in this corner here. There's these thick, nasty draws on this side of the ridge, thick cedar bedding on that side of the ridge. So hopefully we'll catch a buck, working across one of these ridges. Have him see the decoy or call to him and get his attention. Also do a couple calling sequences throughout the morning. I've got the antlers in the grunt tube. And call down into a bunch of this country and hopefully pull a buck up out, bring him into the decoy. So, yeah, I like it. All right, it's about 9 o'clock right now. It's been calm all morning, but the day winds are starting to pick up here a little bit. Did a calling sequence earlier, nothing came of it, but we're gonna do another one here in a couple minutes. Start out with a grunt call,
give it a couple minutes, make sure there's nothing real close by, and then we'll hit the antlers, call farther down into this thick bedding. All right, ready to make some noise. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna stand so I got a little bit better visual. Right here, big buck right here, Ethan. Right here, just behind the decoy. Going back to the right, going back to the right. He's coming back out. There he comes. Got him.
Hey, just listen. Greg, you just killed a giant. Dude. See that?
Yeah. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't go anywhere. Decoy and rattling.
I know, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, he did not go anywhere.
No.
Decoy's right there.
Yeah, I mean,
35 yards, 35 yards. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, beautiful 10-pointer.
jeez, he really
he's got-
smells.
All that junk in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful buck.
You shot something, didn't you?
On the ground with the decoy, rattled him in.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Heck yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Good, were you there?
Oh yeah.
Who else would be here?
Ask another stupid question.
Come on.
That's
How
how
many
we
how
keep
many
it
bucks has
on.
it been that you filmed this year?
And mine.
7.
And Jake's
8.
7.
And a doe.
And a doe. 9.
Big buck, right there. See him? Right here, just stood up down there. Can you still see him? Yep. Walking to the right. Can't hear anything. Wind's starting to pick up. It stayed pretty consistent where we're at up here on this ridge, but I know where he's at in that bottom. It's doing this. He just popped back up again and he came by at like 55 yards. Since we got all this wind cover, climb down, pull everything down, and then we're gonna swoop around and try to slide up into that bedding area with him. But as soon as the wind starts to get funky, I'm gonna back out of there and come up with a different idea or plan. Look, it's right here. He's coming up the hill, but he's gonna get our wind unless we circle, I guess. We're good. He's right over the hill from us. Right now. Right there. Right here. Right here. I'm good, I'm good. I hit to the right of where I was aiming at, but he was quartering to me a little bit, so that might have actually been a good thing. That was the craziest thing that's ever happened. Oh my gosh, I'm shook up bad. I'm shook up really bad right now. Gooch and I watched him for an hour. Finally decided when the wind picked up that we were gonna try to climb down and then sneak around there. As we're doing that, the thing pops up walking straight for the tip of this ridge. And we basically just ran around here and the deer is walking right at us. I hit him forward, but he was quartering to me. And when he turned his head, I could see the V in his shoulder. So I put it right there. I mean, he's like 15 yards.
Didn't go anywhere.
My gosh, dude, it didn't go anywhere. Dude, it didn't go anywhere. Oh my gosh, dude, good job. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh, what a hunt, Gooch.
That's awesome.
What a hunt, man. If we wouldn't have got down right there and moved around him, we would have been toast. Because our wind was coming straight down this ridge from the stand where we were at. And he was circling along the bottom side, just feeding. Just goes to show you, man, these mature bucks, they have so much confidence in these areas where they live.
Look at you. Yes! Yes! That was so